Hey sailors, it's time for Alpha version 6. And in Alpha version 6 there are quite a few nice new features, and the most important one of them is tutorials. You can now create your own tutorials, and you just go to the main menu, contribute, create a tutorial, I can't even pronounce it, tutorial, and here you see a selection window. There's only one tutorial and that isn't even finished, but I hope you guys will help me a bit, because you can make any tutorial you like basically, whether it's about navigation or trimming the sails or just the very basics of sailing. How can boats sail against the wind or whatever. Please make them, and let's share this wonderful hobby of ours with as many people as possible. Then there's some extra settings. So when I go to settings now and then to video, then so you can see that the screen has several extra options, like whether or not to show trees and how many of them, how many boats nearby, buildings and user objects, because these can be very big sometimes and they have a huge impact on your frame rate. And there's also here a slider to keep the horizon steady. If I set it to 0, you'll see that there's not much waves here now, but when I set it to 0, you will basically move with the waves, and when I set it to 100%, the horizon will be steady even if the boat moves with the waves. So default is 50%, and I will show you why this is important, because there's new functions here. We have binoculars and a sextant. So you have the sun on one half of your sextant, and then you turn the wheel, or in this case press the arrow keys until you have the horizon steady. So and then you can see here the bearing of the sun and here the altitude of the sun. On top of that, there's also binoculars. Not much to see because we're on an empty ocean all alone. Also new is the option to have race reports. So when you've organized an event, here contribute, organize events, and then afterwards you can write a report, and with that report you can add paragraphs, images, and make it look really nice, and then it will be shown on the website if you publish it, so everybody can read it, and below the race report will be the results of the report automatically. And I do hope you will organize a few events just to test them, because when you do a few races, first of all, we test if the races are okay, if there are any bugs, and second, I do need some results in order to test the new functionality that I'll be working on, which is rankings of sailors, rankings of clubs, and rankings of teams. The rankings themselves, I haven't programmed them yet, but I will in the upcoming weeks. So it would be cool if you have some results for me that I can run the computations on. A similar function can be found at sailing clubs and sailing teams. So when I go to meet others, sailing clubs, this is my own test sailing club here. You can add club news, and there's no article here yet, but I can make an article, write paragraphs again, and put images in it, text in it, place the image left, place the image right, make up a very nice blog, if you like, of your sailing club or of your team, to inform your members. It will be shown on the website again. So that's a new function as well, to keep your sailors up to date of what's going on in your club or in your team. So then we move on to distribution of these cool sweaters, because I promised you that the best boat designs would earn a sweater. And you've made crazy boat designs, really nice ones. I'm going to show a few. So let's look at a few of these boat designs on the website. There are more of them underway, because there are still people designing them and working on them. They're still under construction, but a few of them have reached the point where they're ready to show to the public. And my personal favorite is this one. It's made by Lamar de Choix, and yeah, it's not because it's the most beautiful boat, but somehow I just like it. It's raw. I'm pretty sure that you won't stay dry when you're sailing this. Then another Penduic, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. By La Marsupio. This is a beauty. Look at that. 5 sails, and look at it go. It even has an interior. What about this? A wooden raft. The other the other extreme. Look at this. Is that cool or what? There's a J-class under construction. Huge one. They don't make them like this anymore. Or this one, the famous Wild Oats. I'd love to sail this one. Or this, much better mini transat than what I had in Sailaway II. Beautiful boat. Kookaburra really knows how to do these things. And then yeah, of course, Admiral. He makes boats from this up to, yeah, super big one designs. I don't know where this man gets the time to do all this, but he really knows how. So much quality. Look at this, the Partridge. What a fantastic boat. Who wouldn't want to sail with this? Also an interior. It's not like you can enter the boat, but yeah, you can look inside, which is already really cool, I think. So you tell me, which of these boat designers earns one of these hoodies? I think they all do. So they all get one, or actually I already sent them one. And keep it up, guys, because yeah, you make me so happy. This is absolutely better than what I have ever anticipated or expected. So I'm going to continue work on Alpha 7.